Thank you for all the warm and kind comments that have been made on my behalf. But I want to especially thank Mary Jo White for her unwavering support of the college and her leadership as our board chair. There are a great many thank yous to make today, in particular to Senator and President Pro Tempore of the State Senate, Senator Scarnati. Senator, thank you for your vision and advocacy for the people of our region, and for your undaunted passion for higher education and opportunity for this very special corner of Pennsylvania. We would not be here today without your efforts. Thank you also to the many elected officials recognized by Trustee Pitchford, to the school superintendents and intermediate units present today, to our delegates and guests, to family and friends who have joined us today, and especially thank you to the Northern Pennsylvania Regional College Board of Trustees for the confidence and trust that you've placed in me. Our trustees truly exemplify the best attributes of our region. They are advocates for their communities. They are attentive to the economic needs of our families. They've devoted time and attention to the needs of the unserved, underserved, and indeed never served learners our college exists to reach. This board's belief in the importance of providing affordable and accessible post-secondary education for adults and youth of our region This is inspiring. We are fortunate to have as trustees a great group of leaders representing various industries, agencies, and educational institutions across our area who are committed to the highest ideals of public higher education and equity. I'm deeply honored to have been chosen as the founding president of Northern Pennsylvania Regional College, and I pledge to you today that I will do all that I can to take this college forward and confirm your trust and choice of me in leading this vital and unique institution. It's always also very important that I acknowledge and celebrate the partnership that has brought us to this moment. Gannon University, represented so well by Vice President for Academic Administration, Dr. Morrow, has been in our corner for the past 3 years, even longer with the project, but helping us in our growth and development and being a stalwart companion throughout this. I want to acknowledge Dr. Keith Taylor, Gannon President, and Academic Vice President Dr. Walter Iwanenko for their stalwart support, and also to recognize Gannon's delegates, Dr. Linda Fleming and Dr. Lori Lindley, who have been instrumental in our success. Thank you so much. I want to thank Julie. I want to thank Julie, a great friend here representing the governor. Thank you to Dean Saunders, Regina Russell, and Tesla Ray Moore for representing our faculty, staff, alumni, and students who make this work exciting and worthwhile. And a special thanks to Dr. Barbara Risser and John Hauser, who have each played a significant role in my professional life leading up to this day. John has known me longer than anyone here outside of my family. He recruited me to Teal more years ago than either of us want to admit. He offered me my first job in higher education as an admissions counselor back in 1979. Barb hired me into my first position in a community college when she brought me on at Finger Lakes Community College as executive assistant to the president. Her inspiring leadership and example led me to pursue my doctorate in community college administration, and I'm eternally grateful to her for the opportunity she provided me. An event like this doesn't come together without a great team effort. And I want to thank the inauguration team of Abby Petrosky, Lori McNeil, Gary Sawtell, Dr. Deborah Teachman, Ray Pring, Jennifer Cummings-Stumpmeyer, and committee chair Dwayne Vicini for their fine work. While everybody contributed, there's no question, it was Abby and Lori who did much of the heavy lifting, and they have done a really great job. Finally, I want to thank my children for their participation today, for their thoughts and reflections, and for the joy and pride I feel every day about them and their successes. But most importantly, I want to thank my wife, Terry Schaefer Nairn, who's out there. She's been by my side for nearly 40 years of marriage, 3 children, 4 moves in the past year, 5 different institutions, and yes, 38 years of student loan debt. I say by my side because she has always been my partner. never behind or in front, but at my side, supporting me and encouraging me even in the dark moments we all experience. She's always helped me up when I've fallen. She's been my love, my confidant, my best friend. Thank you, Terry. I love you so much. I said there were a lot of thank yous, and as I prepared for this, a theme or themes started to emerge, and I believe that today we celebrate gratitude, resilience, and respect. I thank you once again for this great honor, this opportunity and responsibility. I haven't done a Google search to see how many sons of steelworkers and hotel housekeepers have gone on to be college presidents, but I'm grateful to my parents for their example, for their love and support, and for the sacrifices that they made so I might have something that they did not, a college education. I'm grateful to Thiel College and the opportunities my education there opened for me. Higher education opened the door to a life I never imagined. I'm thankful for the 25 years I spent at Rochester Institute of Technology, for the growth and professional development I experienced there, and for the opportunity to travel the world representing the university, and for the benefits it provided my family, all of whom hold RIT degrees. I'm grateful to Dr. Barry Culhane, who gave me my start at RIT, Dr. James Miller, who has been a mentor, friend, and a golf partner for many years. RIT introduced me to the world of community colleges and to the importance of career and technical education. And as we move forward here at Northern Pennsylvania Regional College, we embrace our dualistic mission of providing education for sustainable careers as well as opportunities for transfer. As an institution, we're grateful for the Big Four, who took the concept of 2-year affordable and accessible college education for this region and operationalized that vision. Dr. Fran Grandinetti, Dr. Dick McDowell, Deborah Ponser, and Helene Naraki are the Big Four whose efforts preceded my arrival, but they moved this college from an idea to a reality. They and the Educational Consortium of the Upper Allegheny are the rootstock from which the college has grown. That Big Four and others, including Dwayne Vicini, Kate Brock, and Amanda Hetrick, brought the vision to life with the help and support of Senator Scarnati, and we celebrate and thank them for their contributions as the college embarks on the next leg of this ambitious journey. Thank you. It's also obvious we have a reason to celebrate the resiliency of our forebears. Who starts a college in the Northeast, where high school enrollments are declining, when many colleges are struggling and families are questioning the debt that seems to accompany college? They were told more than once, this will never work. But the answer is they were resilient visionaries. Visionaries who could see that a new college, in an affordable, accessible college built on the community college model, would complement, not compete with existing institutions. By providing career and technical education along with general education and programs for transfer, NPRC is designed to fill an important need throughout northwestern Pennsylvania. As you've heard, I'm a native Pennsylvanian. I grew up in Aliquippa, 3 hours, 150 miles from here in southwestern Pennsylvania. But I knew this region from traveling to Endeavor in Forest County. Those of you who know where Endeavor is, know. That's important. I came to know the area, traveling to Endeavor in the summer and fall to my father's hunting camp. And I came to know the area better during my college years through friends and teammates who came from Warren, Corey, Coudersport, Ridgeway, Erie, and other towns that I'm revisiting and rediscovering as I travel our 9 counties. I know from experience that the people of this region are tough and resilient, and that they deserve access to post-secondary education and opportunities for family-sustaining jobs. Our resilience is also reflected in the weather, so aptly demonstrated by Erie last winter, with all due respect to my upstate New York friends. Our students show that same resilience in the hurdles they clear while achieving their goals. Economic, academic, and social barriers often impede their progress, but the examples of Regina and Tesla show us that personal resilience, coupled with access that means both convenience of study and the removal of artificial barriers, can carry the day. And as you may have seen or heard, here at NPRC, we believe that this could change everything.
Resilience is important to me as a first-generation student. As I started my college career, there were times when I questioned whether or not I belonged. It was in college that I realized the difference between middle class, which I assumed I was, and working class, which is what I really was. And I knew nothing of college culture. Thank God Animal House has not come out yet. And I often felt like an outlier. The new terminology, the new experiences were confusing and sometimes almost overwhelming. But it's because of people like John Hauser and Dr. Robert Olson, who's here, a Warren native, one of my history professors, that I learned to navigate the system. I learned that I could be successful in the classroom, and I realized that I belonged. Today, our team of student success specialists, Regina Russell, Danielle Nabinski, Steve Carr, Jocelyn Bash, and Marianne Chafee are working to provide that same level of service. They represent core institutional values of innovation and inclusivity, and they help our students find their way, assisting in their search, allowing them the opportunity to realize and capitalize on their strengths. Innovation for us includes making every effort to meet students where they are, rather than taking a build it and they will come approach. Our model is high tech, high touch, as we use technology creatively while maintaining the human relationships and interactions that are so important to our students. Similarly, our success is dependent on respect. Respect for our partners, respect for our students, respect for our faculty and staff, and respect for the communities we serve. That respect is manifested in a listen first philosophy, where we listen to understand the needs of our students, rather than just listening to provide a response. We can't be all things to all people, and so as we plan and implement programs to be fiscally responsible, we exercise good stewardship of our resources, and we develop relevant and academically robust programs to our diverse publics. We respect the traditional residential college model. Most of us are products of that in one way or another. But the world is changing, and old models must adapt as new models emerge. I love this one. In 1936, in The Higher Learning in America, Robert Maynard Hutchins noted that colleges advertised fine associations, fine buildings, green grass, good food, and exercise, and that these are all excellent things for anybody. But they're also advertised by every resort hotel. Today we see even greater amenities added to the college experience, adding to the cost of attendance, but not necessarily adding to the academic experience. At NPRC, our focus is solely on teaching and learning, and we are decidedly different. Difference is often conflated with diversity, and diversity within our region can be found in many different ways. We see ethnic and racial diversity in Erie as a sanctuary city. We see economic diversity from urban poor to rural poverty. We see vast economic differences in our communities and in our own NPRC classrooms, where students vary from talented high schoolers getting a jump on college to adults returning to start a career, engage in self-improvement, or develop a new career direction. Everyone is included. We believe in and respect the inherent worth and dignity of all. And our academic staff are charged with ensuring that our curricula reflect that respect for the talents, beliefs, backgrounds, and traditions of our learners. Earlier you heard Danielle beautifully perform the Burns song, Is There for Honest Poverty, also probably better known as A Man's a Man for All That. The song's well known around the world as a celebration of egalitarian ideals in society and as an early expression of 18th century republicanism. Burns was a great admirer of the egalitarian ethos behind the American and French revolutions. And the song has great meaning for me for what is more equitable? What has the potential to raise people up? What celebrates the common man or woman and respects the worth of each individual? More than this college we have created together. If there's one constant in those three values of gratitude, resilience, and respect as I've described them, I think there's one more to consider. And I believe that's relationships. Our institution is based on relationships. The relationship between Senator Scarnati, his colleagues in Harrisburg, and the many Pennsylvanians who were underserved, unserved, or never served. It's about the relationships between that group of visionary community leaders and school superintendents across the region who recognized that something was missing for their students. Relationships valued,
celebrated and strengthened by working together for stronger and ever more resilient communities. Gratitude, resilience, and respect. Sadly, I have to add one more R before I close. I have tried to live my life without regrets. I've owned my decisions, my mistakes, my successes and failures, anything within my control. However, as my son noted earlier, I regret that my parents did not live to see this day. My father passed away suddenly in 2009. I learned gratitude and respect from him through the uncommon kindness that he demonstrated towards others. He was very special. My mother died in 2013 from a terrible, debilitating neurological illness, but she was resilient to the very end. She was a woman of very strong faith and far greater personal strength than I think she realized. As she neared the end of her life, just a few days before her passing, my brother and sisters were with her when she managed to rasp out. The disease had robbed her of a lot of capacity, but she rasps out to them, "There's no inheritance." My brother and sisters laughed, as you did, telling her, "Yeah, Mom, that's why we're here. We're here for the money." Her spirit and mind were intact even as her body gave out. After my mom passed, my sister Helen called to tell me that in fact there was an inheritance. A small life insurance policy had not been cashed, and I'd receive a check. Well, my mother died in March, and in August I finished my doctoral work. And that check was enough to enable me to buy my doctoral robes. When I wear these robes, I know she's with me. And today, as Craig mentioned, today, September 14th, would have been her 83rd birthday. Today's auspicious for a variety of reasons. Gratitude, resilience, respect. Living these values as we develop new and strengthen old relationships, we know that every day that we do our jobs well, we change others' lives for the better. Thank you very much.